10 Stoic keys that make you outsmart everybody else. Imagine for a moment you're faced with one of life's cruelest twists, a sudden, tragic loss of a loved one. Not through the expected flow of age or illness, but through a jarring accident that shatters your world in an instant. As you wrestle with the unbearable weight of grief, another blow lands, a betrayal from someone you deeply trusted, someone you never imagined could hurt you. These moments, dark and overwhelming, test the very core of our beliefs. They demand strength when we feel weakest, clarity when the fog of emotion is thickest. In these times, Stoicism stands as a quiet, resolute light, not denying the pain, but guiding us through it. The wisdom of acceptance. Stoic philosophy doesn't promise a life free from hardship. Instead, it teaches us something far more powerful: how to endure. It gives us the strength to accept what we cannot change, the courage to take action where we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. In the face of personal loss and betrayal, this ancient wisdom teaches us to embrace resilience, not through denial, but through understanding. To look hardship in the eye, to learn from it, and to use it as fuel for our growth. And one of the most powerful tools Stoicism gives us is the discipline of what not to say. There are 10 things a wise person avoids discussing, not out of fear or secrecy, but out of wisdom, focus, and a desire for inner peace. Today, we explore these 10 Stoic keys, habits of silence and restraint that sharpen your mind, strengthen your spirit, and empower you to rise above the noise of the world. Stoic key number 1. Don't talk about your challenges. Life is a series of trials. Some are small traffic, a missed deadline. Others shake our very core. But in all cases, Stoicism teaches that true strength is often silent. We don't need to share every hardship to validate our struggle. Sometimes the greatest act of courage is simply enduring. With calm, dignity, and determination. When we voice our suffering too often, we risk magnifying it in our minds. Instead, face your challenges like a mountain faces the wind, unmoved, unshaken. Let your actions, not your words, tell the story of your perseverance. Stoic key number 2. Don't reveal your secrets. Not every truth deserves to be spoken. Some secrets are seeds of the soul, fragile, personal, and sacred. Sharing them too freely can expose us to judgment, manipulation, and betrayal. Even those closest to us with the best intentions may not protect what we reveal. That's why discretion is a pillar of Stoic strength. The wise guard their inner world, choosing the right time, the right person, and the right purpose before they ever speak. In silence, we find power. In restraint, we find protection. Stoic key number 3. Don't talk about your achievements. In a world obsessed with recognition, silence is rebellion and wisdom. We are constantly tempted to announce our wins, to gather applause. But the Stoic sees glory not in attention, but in quiet mastery. Consider the story of Liam, a humble gardener who turned barren land into a blooming sanctuary. He never boasted of the long hours, the back-breaking work, or the storms he endured. He simply smiled as the flowers bloomed. Achievements are most beautiful when they speak for themselves. Let your success be seen, not said. Stoic key number 4. Don't talk about your next move. Like a chess master, the Stoic keeps future plans hidden, not from fear, but from strategy. When we speak of our goals too soon, we risk draining the energy needed to achieve them. Talking can create a false sense of progress. Instead, act with quiet determination. Let each step be deliberate. Let results, not promises, define your journey. Your future deserves the full force of your attention, not the distraction of others' opinions. Stoic key number 5. Don't talk about others. Gossip may seem harmless, even entertaining, but it's poison wrapped in pleasure. Speaking ill of others drains your energy, clouds your character, and leads to unnecessary conflict. Stoics direct their attention inward, not outward. They invest in self-improvement, not in the chaos of social drama. By refusing to engage in gossip, you not only protect others, you protect your own peace. Stoic key number 6, don't talk about your good deeds. A true act of kindness doesn't need an audience. Jack, a Stoic at heart, spent years serving meals to the homeless. He never posted about it, never sought praise. One winter day, he shared a warm meal with a stranger and listened to his story, not for recognition, but because it was the right thing to do. When you do good in silence, you nurture the noblest parts of yourself. You prove that your values are not for show, but for life. Stoic key number 7, don't talk about your future plans. Modern studies echo Stoic wisdom. When you speak your goals aloud, your brain may trick you into thinking you've already achieved something. Instead of speaking of what will be, Stoics focus on what is. They anchor themselves in the present, doing what needs to be done now, not dreaming aloud of what could be. Let your future unfold quietly, one step at a time, with humble confidence and disciplined focus. Stoic key number 8, don't talk about your weaknesses. Vulnerability can be powerful, but it must be offered wisely. Sharing your weaknesses with the wrong person opens the door to exploitation. True strength is developed in silence. The Stoic doesn't hide from their flaws, but works on them privately. They transform weakness into wisdom, not through confession, but through correction. Reveal only what helps you grow. Keep the rest within. Stoic key number 9, don't complain about others or the world. The world is imperfect. People are flawed, but complaining achieves nothing. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses. When we complain, we surrender our power. When we accept, we regain it. Let go of bitterness. Embrace calm. Use adversity as a teacher, not a justification for blame. Stoic key number 10, don't seek validation. At the heart of Stoicism lies independence, not isolation, but a grounded sense of self. You are not what others say about you. You are not your likes, your followers, or your applause. You are your actions, your values, your resilience. Live not to impress, but to improve. In silence, grow. In restraint, rise. These 10 disciplines of silence are not about hiding, they're about harnessing power. Power over your emotions, your ego, your energy. In a noisy world, the Stoic chooses clarity. In a distracted world, the Stoic chooses focus. In a reactive world, the Stoic chooses calm. To outsmart others, you don't need to dominate them, you need to master yourself. If you've made it this far, it means you are ready. You're not just watching a video, you're walking a path. The path of the Stoic. The path of discipline, dignity, and deep, unshakable peace. Leave a comment. I choose the path of silence and strength. And remember, the quieter you become, the more you are able to hear.